So you may be wondering why you're holding a water bottle and why the water is dirty. No, this is not chocolate milk, as many have said. But it's an advertisement for a fundraiser that the teen ministry is doing.
This past year, our youth group has joined forces with Lubbock Christian University summer camps and over 80 different youth groups across the U.S. to raise funds to help provide clean water to a needy part of the world. But we need Lakewood's help during the month of March to pull this off. Let's take a minute to watch this video that explains why clean water is so important.
Water. It's life's most basic need. But there's a water crisis in our world right now. Seriously, a crisis. Nearly 1 billion people live without clean drinking water. It's happening all over the world, especially in developing areas of sub-Saharan Africa, Southeast Asia, and Latin America. It's a water crisis because it starts with water. But water affects everything. Education, health, poverty, and especially women and children. Let's look at a family caught in the water crisis. It's likely they live on less than $1 a day. When they're thirsty, they can't just turn on the faucet for a nice cold glass of water. They don't have a faucet. Instead, the women and children go off to collect water. Many walk up to 3 hours a day to the nearest swamp, pond, or river to gather water that's been sitting out in the open, exposed to all kinds of germs. Time spent gathering water is time they can't spend learning to read, write, earn an income, or take care of their family. Some women in sub-Saharan Africa spend more time collecting water than any other activity they do in the day. And the walk isn't just hard, it's dangerous. The women are alone and burdened with 40 pounds of water. Many get hurt. Sometimes they're even attacked. When they make it home, the little water they've collected isn't clean. Some families know their water is contaminated with germs that cause diarrhea, dehydration, even death. But what choice do they have? Kids, especially babies, are affected most by these germs. About every 19 seconds, a mother loses one of her children to a water-related illness. And each day, almost 1 billion people are living this way.
The water crisis is solvable. There are solutions. Some are brand new and innovative, like water filtration systems. Some are old, like drilled or hand-dug wells.
These solutions bring clean water much closer to the people who need it. A safe water project near a village restores hours each day to a person's life. This time is opportunity. It's freedom to go to school and get an education, to work, to start a business, or to start a family.
Africa alone could save 40 billion hours each year. That is the entire annual workforce of France. Clean water means less diseases. That's less money spent on medicine, which means more money for books and school uniforms.
And if the water project is built near a school, it can increase attendance, especially among young girls. The water crisis is vast, but we can solve it.
Just $20 can provide access for one person to a clean water project in their village. This will be more than just clean water, because water changes everything.
We would like everyone to take home these dirty water bottles and place them somewhere in your house where you can see it every day. Maybe you can place it in your kitchen next to your sink so that you can see it every time you turn on your kitchen faucet. When you see it, we would like you to take a few seconds to think about how blessed you are to have the clean drinking water you do, and then think about how many people in the world don't have this blessing.
As you leave today, you can also pick up an empty water bottle that has the top cut off like this one. Several of us in the youth group are placing these empty bottles next to a water faucet in our homes, and before we can use the water from that faucet, we have to put some spare change into it. We will be saving this money up throughout the month of March and then donating it to a nonprofit 501c organization called Charity Water.
Our goal for March is to try and raise $1,500 for Charity Water, which is separate from your regular contribution. There are over 250 people in attendance at Lakewood, so if each person was to save up and donate $6, we could easily reach our goal.
In closing, we want to remind you what Jesus said in Matthew 10:42. This is a large work I've called you into, but don't be overwhelmed by it. It's best to start small. Give a cool cup of water to the little one who is thirsty. The smallest act of giving or receiving makes you a true apprentice. Truly I tell you, you will certainly not lose your reward. Thank you for being here today, and let's all join together for our worship time.